All right. The year is 2002. Pick any month you want. It doesn't matter. But it's 2002, right? Me, I was 3 years old. A lot of stuff happened when I was 3. But anyways, so let's put this towards that. 3 years old. For you, 5, 6, however. If you're around my age, you're 3 years old. You just received $12. You're lost. You don't know what the heck that means. You don't know what it is. Obviously, you barely know your ABCs because you're 3 years old. But imagine your dad or your mom took that $12 and said, let's make an investment. Okay, they see this product. Hypothetically, this product is Netflix. Okay, for a single stock, it was $12 in 2002 when the company first arrived. Okay, they put that $12 in there. 20 years later, you never knew this, but they told you that they put $12 in a company named Netflix when you was 3 years old. And now, that $12 is turned into $1,200. Because that's how much it would be worth if you would have invested in Netflix in 2002 for a single stock. $1,200 in a 20-year span. Well, 17 years, 18. But either way, you just made $1,200 for nothing. You're doing nothing. You were born, and they put $12 into a stock. Now let's revamp. Let's come back. Imagine if that was more. Imagine if you put $100. With that could have been 10,000. Maybe even more. That's the importance of stocks. Making money work for you when you already earned it. That's amazing. Imagine making money for doing nothing. Now, it sounds easy, but you know it's hard. Everybody knows stocks is difficult because if it was really that easy, everybody could do it. Well, I'm here to teach you and persuade you to understand there's really simplistic ways to learn how to invest in the stocks that can help you go forward. But you got to see the bigger picture. See, a lot of people don't like jeopardizing their money. But think about it. What do you do every day? You jeopardize your cash flow when you're going through your days and your livelihoods, spending it on stuff you really don't need. You buy clothes. Okay? We all do need clothes because I like to stay nice and spiffy, but you don't need the newest trends every time it comes out. You don't need the newest shoes when they first drop. And you definitely don't need those new Air Jordans that just came out right now, even though they looking fresh. I agree, but we ain't finna try to buy that. But imagine if you would have took that $200 and said, let me do a little research on what's growing right now. Because you know what's going out there and what's really popular and what's really making a move. What do you like to see? For instance, let's go back. Imagine now, Amazon is growing and so is Netflix. But we're in this whole pandemic. Now everybody saw how a lot of these stocks have hit the ground. So as you'd be like, why would I invest in stocks when the stocks have started getting hit down in economic crisis, this and that? Hear me out. Now imagine if you would have already invested in stocks privately to that before the stocks hit the ground. Not all stocks hit the ground. Netflix didn't get hit. Amazon didn't get hit. Imagine if you would have invested in them when they were slowly growing. You bought a single stock. Now, once you bought that single stock, it is growing. Guess what? Now people are growing even higher because 2 of the 3 things. Everybody's at home. So they're watching Netflix or Hulu. And Netflix is now a company that does their own shows. So it's a Netflix original. Now a multi-million-dollar company that you invested in. So that makes money coming in your pocket when other people's pockets are getting hurt. Now you just got laid off because of this coronavirus. Guess what? You're still making money because you invested into a great product. That's the importance of stocks. Once again, I understand it's a lot harder than it looks. I get that. But is it really? The importance is longevity. When you have some money in your pocket, let it sit. Yes, you ever heard of the saying, pay yourself before you pay someone else? When you get paid, imagine if you invested it into something else to grow for you, to make more money for you. You don't have to spend it on everything. Now, if you live in paycheck to paycheck, that's a difference. But there's also called penny pension stocks. It's when you put small money into stocks because really, you can invest in any stocks for any price. Now, would you own the full stock? Not necessarily, but that's the importance of it. You put $1 into a stock, about 3 months later, it may turn into $7 or $8 based off the growth of that product. Then you invest into a product that's maybe $10, $12. That's for a stock. You put that in there, you see that product grow. But understanding the trends. Really, stocks is understanding the trend. What is going to grow in situations? As in for this, what do you think would grow during the pandemic? Delivery services, food services, cleaning services, all those things are growing. They're gaining money. Why? Because people need them. It's a necessity. But does that mean the stock is cheap? No, not necessarily. But if you have the right money because you're putting it to the side, you can grow from that. And it's also leaving it there. You can't be quick to pull it out. If you keep taking out that money, it quickly disintegrates, drops, and loses its value. And you're going to make it seem like stocks doesn't work for you. It's because you got to be patient. It is a patience game. Once again, we go back to the story. When you were 12, when you was 3 years old, you had that $12. That $12 didn't turn into $1,200 in 3 months. It turned into $1,200 in 18 years. That's a long time. Doesn't mean it has to be that way. That's all about the value of the dollar that you put in there. But $1,200 is more than $12. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's a lot of extra money that you have gained in a lifespan. 20 years. Now imagine if you do that for your kids and your kids' kids. That's more money to keep growing and growing and growing. And you did nothing except for pay. That's it. And that's the weirdest thing that is really simplistic. That you just have to take a little knowledge. Your simple thoughts. You're the actual consumer. You're the actual buyer. People don't realize that. How stocks work. And you as a buyer, think about it. Would you be intrigued to see this grow? This product grow? Do you see it growing? Do you see a lot of people investing into it, buying it a lot, using it a lot? If you do, bam, catch it while it's starting off. Because it can grow higher. Be like Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix. Netflix was actually seen as a product that was not going to succeed. Now it is a multi-million-dollar company. And if you would invest into it when you could have, at the age of 3, you wouldn't be in a thousandaire. But could have been a millionaire. Think about that. Understanding stocks can help you go further if you learn a little bit.